I'll share everywhere I can. See if we can get this going. Yo, Ethan. Yeah. Um, what do you race? Real life? Okay, Jay. But have you been racing in South Africa this year, or you've been international? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 2 of the one-off OKLH series. I'm Sean Lopeshaw. I'll be taking you through the racing tonight. We are at Paloc Ring in Hungary at the moment. So what a nice track, new track released by Adam US, or Yadam as they would like to call him, just a week ago or so. So nice little track, nice and fun, free-flowing, super fast. And we've got a whole bunch of South Africans on track as it stands. So a lot of the South Africans joining the guys from Hungary this time around. We've got 11 carts racing tonight. So let's just start from the top. Jensen Diaz, Martin Varga, Shine Agura, Sebastian Diaz, Adam Nudge, Ntiso Mabunda, Adam US, Attila Rovit, David Sebak, Ethan Lennon, and Benedict Vida. That's the guys all racing tonight. They're going to put on hopefully a fantastic show for us. I'm super excited to see the boys put on a display their absolute best set of skills. I'd just like to do a quick check here. Is my sound coming through nicely? Let me know if there are any issues. I can always dial it down a little bit. So Vida running a Allen car tonight. Let's have a quick look who's behind him. Ethan Lennon, new to OKL, online karting league that is. Ethan Lennon, South African boy. Well, I think he's a little bit confused. I believe he's a London-born South African driver, just like Alex Albon, the Thai-born British driver, or British-born Thai driver, rather. So Ethan Lennon, same story from South Africa, does OKJ over in Europe and enjoying a lot of racing there as it stands. Just behind him is Adam US. Awesome looking livery there by Adam, or Yadam. Sebastian Diaz doing a little Kart Republic on the older Mini 60 body kit. So same with Ntiso Mabunda behind him. That is the teammate of Sebastian Diaz in real life. So they both race for Squadra Course or Kart Republic Africa in the OKJ series. Then David Sebak doing an OTK there on the, I believe that's the MK20 body kit. And then Adam Nudge just behind him. So all of these boys putting on the lap times at the moment, qualifying, 1 minute remaining. These guys have a very, very short qualifying session. But fun nonetheless, quick. Very, very quick are these boys on the track. The Gura at the moment trying to improve. So US, Nudge, Varga, Rovit, all Hungarian drivers currently showing the South Africans the way. So this is a nice collaboration between OKLH and OKLA. So it's Online Karting League Hungary and Online Karting League Africa. Might as well call it South Africa because all these guys are South African drivers as it stands. It's a little bit of a community battle, the Hungarians versus the South Africans. That's always nice to see. Last minute or last couple seconds to go, so everybody that's currently on a lap that won't cross the line in time will finish their lap. So the last two guys finishing there, that was Lennon and US starting their final laps just in time, right before the end of the buzzer there. Oh, down it, inside goes Lennon, racing hard in qualifying. That's the one thing I've always noticed with the youngsters racing. They always race. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be practice, qualifying. It could be post-race, formation lap. It doesn't matter. They are racing. So here we go. Lennon and US having a proper go at it. Therefore screwing up both their laps though. So it's fantastic. They're racing, but they won't finish their qualifying. US does have pole position at the moment, and then Ashai Nagura, the youngster, squeezing himself into second place. Then Adam Nudge third, Martin Varga in fourth, Attila Rovit in fifth, Ethan Lennon in sixth place at the moment, Sebastian Diaz 7, David Sibok in eighth, Benedict Vida in ninth. Oh, actually, this is warm-up. Got mega confused there. I was like, what's happening to the session? Let's have a quick look, though. Qualifying summary. There we go. That's where I was. In ninth is Vida, and then Tiso Mabunda in 10th place, and then young Jensen Diaz all the way at the back there. 5 seconds off the pace, so no pace there from Jensen, or at least no good qualifying lap. So Jensen Diaz, young 8-year-old or 7-year-old, putting in the laps there. Fantastic to see the youngster in the league still continuing and learning as he goes along. So that's great. I think the guys are just gonna have a quick look at the qualifying just to make sure everybody does have a legal lap, and then we'll get going. So quite a big gap between first and second. We know a 10th or 2/10 in karting is quite a big gap though. So mega lap from US, but behind them it's quite close. So there's a 10th splitting first, second, third, and fourth. No, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's a 10th splitting the next 4 guys. So that's fantastic. Ethan Lennon will win this. It will be a mega ask though. It's Ethan Lennon's first race in KRP from what I understand. So Lennon will have to put on a good show. And just get some experience. It's much different than racing real life though. A lot of other things that you need to take into consideration, especially when it comes to your ping, and most of these boys have a little bit higher ping. So if we just have a quick look at Lennon, 150 is his ping to the server. So that's quite a delay, so you always have to be very mindful of what's happening around you with that. But yeah, other than that, everybody's got below 200 ping, so it should be okay. The server seems stable tonight, so hopefully no more issues like we experienced last time. Fairly convinced that we're going to enjoy a good race. Last time around we did a race at Genk. But today we are going to go to Hungary. And we are going to have a mega time at Paloc Ring. Nice free-flowing track or fast-flowing track. And then next week we will be racing at Kecskemét, which is another Hungarian track. And sorry if I butcher the pronunciation of that name, but there we go. OKL Kecskemét is where we will be racing next week. More or less same time, same place. Well, not same place. Depending on where you are, though, I guess it is same place because it is a virtual race. But the virtual location of that track will be at a different venue, and we are excited for the guys to see what we have on offer there. Kecskemét is made by the guys from OKL, so we can expect a nice high-quality track there. Guys, if you want to get involved with the racing here, please get yourself an OKL membership. Sign up to either the Hungarian League or the African League. Get involved. If you want a taste of what this is all about, sign up for the World Championship and get free access to Formula K. And you can see what the world events are all about and how the boys go about their business. Seems like Alan Cart is the way to go tonight. Just waiting on the warm-up to finish and the admins to run through the qualifying laps just to make sure everybody's done it legal. How did they look, Sturman? The pity you're not joining us, but thank you for tuning in on the stream. Can everybody just confirm the sound is good? Nagura climbing onto that pedal, the brake pedal, way too hard there, losing the rear. Oh, there we go. Lost everybody for a second there. I think that's just the server having a little bit of a moment. We've got David Sebok also doing a lap. Oh, I hope this doesn't happen during the race. Oh, that was the end of the session. Sorry. That was the end of the session. I thought that was a little bit of a lag spike, but no. We're going to get into the swing of things. So a bunch of guys running older helmets. No Paboso helmets there. Well, I mean, no custom helmets, just standard Paboso helmets. Pre-final starting there. Thank you, Adam Uaz. We are excited to get going. There's already a disqualification there, Benedict Vida. No. OKLH is currently open. They've got only one more race remaining for the year. There will be some fun races in between. But there is still some work being done for global expansion from the OKLA or OKL guys. But you can race from anywhere as far as I'm aware when it comes to OKLH. It's a nice little open series for, it's just a, like I said, one-off series. The official racing will start from next year onwards. But there'll be more leagues. Obviously, the more entries we get from a global perspective, the bigger the expansion will be, and the more international tracks we'll see coming into play. So yeah, who do I think is the best South African driver in real life currently? How can you ask such a question? That's an interesting question to ask, you know, because as with everything in life, it's a matter of opinion, right? And each class will have its own little individual amazing drivers. So, I mean, I've been following racing throughout this year. I've been watching the Rotax and Rock series in South Africa. Who do I think's the best? It's difficult to say, in my opinion. I think in the Rock series, Mini Rock specifically, which you know, is a very competitive series, Mateo Mason was very good in that, so he was right up there. Who else? OKJ was mixed results this whole year, right? So it's difficult to say who would have been the best there. I don't know. Tell me, who do you think? What's at ML32? Who do you think is the best driver in South Africa as it stands? Within South Africa specifically, right? So if we look outside of South Africa, we've got what's his name racing overseas, Leviwe Sambudla, doing really good. Guys, this is just the standing start procedure. They're going to just shuffle. Yes, we do have, but Ethan Lennon's been racing Europe, right? Most of the times. So, but Ethan Lennon's racing international, RKT Ruiz as well. He's also been doing really well in the international scene. Leviwe Sambudla's been doing really well. So it's difficult to say, right? But everybody's got opinion. And everybody's entitled to their opinion, their own opinion. So I'm just excited to see the boys representing their countries, or South Africa specifically, in the international scene, because that's very cool to see. Right, let's have a look. We are now going into the start of this race. Just remove the names there. It's a little bit cluttered in the beginning. Slowing down now into the final corners. The boys are going to slow down nicely here. The leader's going to take control of his pack, and that is Adam Uez. Right beside him is Ashai Nagura. Really, that's a surprise package. Nagura going into second place. Fantastic. As we're going to head around the last corner now. Little kink there into the tram lines. We're going to get going now. It's all about Uez. It's when he gets going. Oh, that's a false start from Ashai Nagura there. Definitely. Oh, Chaos in the back. Guys, oh, there we go. Restart immediately. False start. Nagura went away way too quickly there. Got it completely wrong. So we'll see another formation lap. That's another lap ticked away. Chaotic start in the middle of the pack. And that generally would happen because of one person jump starting and causing a little bit of a chaotic movement in the back there. So Nagura needs to keep it nice and slow and wait for Uez to get away with the pack. once the pack starts, everybody will just follow and will fall nice. Everything will fall in place there, but false start there by Nagura, causing a little bit chaos behind him. Right, let's see the boys line up once more. It's so cool to see the boys in the simulator do this. Get it nice and slow, get the rolling start up and running. Oops, somebody just went off there in the background. Just a little bit of a love tap from one of the drivers, so someone's out of place there. Alright. So once again, the boys not behaving on the slowdown there. US is trying to keep this very slow so the boys can quickly fall back in line there. That's what happens when there's a little bit of a ping spike and somebody's out of place. And you get this scenario here. So US are still trying to keep it slow, get everybody in a line. They are now all in place. Nagura once again getting it wrong there. Fairly certain we'll see a restart once again. So Ashai getting it wrong once again. We'll definitely see a disqualification if we can't get this right. I'm fairly certain that the admins are telling Ashai to calm down. To be fair, this, I believe, is Ashai's first time starting in the front of a pack in OKL or in any of the online races, so not entirely sure what's supposed to be happening there, so that will cause a lot of unnecessary havoc and confusion. But it is quite simple. If you are in second place, guys, what on earth is happening? There goes a nose cone at the back. Not a great start to the event at all. Shai just needs to click save. Just keep an eye on what US is doing. Keep it slow. And you wait for the lights out from the leading driver, because that's all he's going to do. He's just going to keep everybody in a pack. He controls this pace. And when he's ready, we get going. Guys should stop heating up their tires now. Three laps wasted in this race, and we haven't gotten the green light as of yet. So now it's just calm down, calm down. We're going to wait for the leader to get going. Right, that's lights out, away we go. That seems to be a green flag this time around. Some horrible spike in the back, but everybody got going once again. So US leading the way down the inside there. Behind him already is Rovit, or Attila Rovit, going down the inside into second place. Now third place drops down Martin Varga. No, sorry, that's Nudge in second place. Varga in third, and Rovit in fourth place. Let's just have a quick look at what's happening behind them. US getting a clean start. The biggest loser of the start here is Nagura, losing a bunch of positions, moving down into what seems to be fifth place. So not a great start from Nagura. Then Diaz behind him, then Ntiso Mapunda, Ethan Lennon, David Sebak, and then we've got Benedict Vida. So both nose cones gone, so that's non-compliance, and that will probably be disqualification for them. But there we go, US leading the way, lap one done and dusted. Everybody settles in now. So it's US, it's Nudge, so Adam versus Varga, and then Rovit. So it's the four Hungarians leading the way, and then the first South African is Ashai Nagura just behind him. Running wide there is US, then down the inside goes Nudge, moving himself up a position. Got a little bit of a dented nose cone there, so nose cone penalty. I think they're only going to look at the nose cone penalties in the final race, so it should be okay for this one. US down the inside again. Now Nudge going back one position, but he is going to try and hold on to the outside. Coming down the inside into the next corner though, but opening the door completely there for Varga. Varga now tucks into second place. Right behind them, battling it out, is Rovit versus Agura, catching onto the back of the front three. So five-way battle as it is. The boys are tucking in behind each other nicely. Well, it doesn't even seem like they're tucking in. They're just having a proper go at it. No working together allowed, so the boys will have to stick it out onto the track. There's no working together. That's one of the rules. So if the first two guys break away, they can't do bump drafting at all. Sorry. So, which in my opinion is a fantastic rule that promotes racing. So if you're in a position to pass, you go for it. You don't wait for anybody. But all the racing does mean that the door has been opened and we're now four-way battle for first place. Nudge going down the inside, pushing Juhez out to the outside. Is going to cause him to lose another position. Nope, he's going to hang it on the outside and go give himself the inside corner for the next passing opportunity. Goes to Martin Varga, goes on the inside of Rovit there. So falling behind is Nagura at the back. So the four Hungarians leading the way, having a battle. Proper fight at this one. That's fantastic to see. Track limits must be a thing on that last corner on the exit there, guys. Oh, a little bit of a love tap there from Nudge on US. Catching his card though, so fantastic. Opens the door for Varga to go down the inside once again. Another swap in the front there. Down the inside is going to go Rovit over US as well. So Rovit's going to go, or rather US is going to go from first to third. Nope. Wide runs Rovit. Now US goes back down the inside, moving himself up into second place once again. Nudge is now going to have a little bit of a go. He's going to probably licking his fingers now, because the fighting happening up front is going to open the door once again. Oh, very wide there from Varga, opening the door completely for Nudge. I just noticed I've been talking to myself there for no reason. So we caught up to the leader there. Rovit was indeed the main beneficiary from the chaos that was between US, Varga and Nudge. So Rovit has been promoted into first place with Diaz in second. Ethan Lennon up into third place now. Nagura in fourth. US in fifth. Martin Varga in sixth. And then Adam Nudge in seventh place. So a little bit of a chaotic bit to the race there, but it was fantastic racing to see though. So we'll just go back a little bit further. The battle between US and Varga. So two of the admins of the series as well. So boys are going to have a proper go at it. No love lost between them though. Good mates. And they have to throw it all out there. Just have a proper go at it. But if we just look at the battle here in front. Oh no, there US spins out again. Martin Varga trying to pass Nagura there. Oh, there's a lot of bumping there. Nagura's all over the place though. Trying to catch his cart. Varga's going to try and stick it down the inside. Yes, he is going to send it down the inside. Oh, Nudge there with a little bit of a love tap from behind. Ooh. Crazy contact there between the drivers. Varga losing a position there because of the contact from Nudge behind, forcing Nagura to run with way too much momentum on the exit of that corner, and it's just a little bit of a love tap there. But there we go, Lennon now versus Nudge versus, oh, let's just go to the front, sorry. Because this is the last part of the race, so we're going to just quickly follow the lead across the line. In first place now, Attila Rovit will take the first heat, secure himself first place in the first heat, with Sebastian Diaz going into second place. And then right behind them, proper battle, Nagura. Oh, no! Ethan Lennon getting a little bit all wild there. Ooh. Varga, oh no, Nudge almost running the rest of the guys behind him off the track. But third place goes to... Third place will go to Nagura, then US, Varga. Then we will see Adam Nudge in sixth place. Ethan Lennon, seventh. Tiso Mabunda in eighth. Benedict Vida in ninth. And then David Sebok in 10th place, and then a lonely driver there at the back by Jensen Diaz, just minding his own business, finishing the race peacefully. So yeah, good stuff there. Epic race, a lot of bumping though. Hopefully that will get sorted out. And we will quickly call in Ashai Nagura after that race. Just have a quick chat with Ashai. Alright, we've wanted to move Ashai into the chat there, and it just disappeared for a moment. Okay, I don't think Ashai was keen for that commentary, or for the... I don't think it was keen for a quick interview there, so that's fine. Not a problem at all. Ethan Lennon, good start to the race overall, not too bad. Just had a little bit of a moment there with some drivers' contact. Hey guys, just tell us in the chat, what did you think of that race? I hope I didn't mute myself once again throughout the whole race. I thought overall that race was pretty decent. Just a little bit of contact there between some of the guys, unfortunately, not understanding the higher ping scenarios necessarily. Yeah, like I said, we are just going to wait for the admins to finish up with their quick incident reviews, and we will take it from there. I thought overall that was a decent race though. It took a while to get it going. The unfortunate bit of accidents between all the drivers. But, I mean, just for the start specifically, but not too bad, I think. All the drivers are just currently doing some extra laps while we wait for the admins to do their thing. Just seeing the penalties pop up quickly. There's a penalty against Ethan Lane in 5 seconds, pushing out Adam Nudge there. That's the only one popping up so far. So, yeah, while we wait for the admins to sort out the final bits, the drivers are just going to drive around a bit more. So once again, if you just tuned in, the drivers are not racing at the moment, just again waiting on the three admins to just sort out the final bits of their penalties, and then we can get going into the pre-final. Just checking in with the admins when we get going into the next race. Thank you. All right, and we are back. We're going to get into the pre-final now. Couple penalties, though, handed out. So let's have a quick look there. Let me just open up the penalty sheet here. 5-place penalty for Ethan Lennon. A warning for Ashai Nagura. And then Attila Rovit is on a 2-place penalty for causing a collision and gaining an advantage from that. So there we go. Some penalties that the guys will have to deal with during this race. But that should be okay. Not entirely sure what's happening there. Waiting for the guys to get into the swing of things. Right, we should see everybody get onto the grid in just a second, and we should get going. Last couple seconds, all the boys are getting onto the track as it stands. We should see the grid just reshuffle quickly as they get away, pull away when the lights go out. 11 carts on grid. In the Mini 60s. So Sebastian Diaz will take the starting position or the leading position there because Rotila, what am I saying? Rovit got a 2-place penalty, so he was initially in first place, moved himself back 2 places, so he'll be in third. Then we will have Ashai Nagura currently in second place. Let's just do this quickly. Just want to have a quick look at this before we get going. Oops, oops, the boys are just reshuffling. So you will see Diaz in first, Nagura, the 2 South Africans leading the way for the final. Then Rovit, US, Nudge, and then Varga. Then it seems like Diso Mabunda will move into 7th place. Then that is Ethan Lennon, I believe. No, that's Benedict Vida. Lennon is further back. And then at the back of the pack is young Jensen Diaz. That is. All right, let's have a look. The boys are going to do their formation lap. I'm going to follow Diaz because he's the man leading the pack. It's all about warming up. I don't believe you gain enough heat in your tires in your warm-up laps. It's almost pointless to do the weaving in any case. At least in the simulator, that is. There you go, hands up. Diaz is showing the pack. I'm going to start slowing you guys down on the back straight, as is the rule. So Sebastian Diaz just slowing down the pack. All right, now everybody will be in double file. Diaz not going nearly slow enough, in my opinion. Right, everybody's now starting to behave. Diaz has got the lead. He's got control of this pack. That means he's gonna be the one that's gonna let them go. Ooh, a little bit carnage at the back. All right, it's lights out and away we go. One person losing it the most at the back there is Ethan Lennon. Everybody else seems like they've gone away fine there. Rovert moving himself up into second place, already pumping the hand out, telling the boys to calm down. Let's get into position there. Nagura just side shuffling US off the track there. US still fighting though. There goes Nagura on the side once again. Varga moves himself up into third place. Tiisu Mabunda's having a battle. No, down the inside of Mabunda goes US. And then that is, I think, Benedict Vida just moving himself up a position once again. Just think, Nagura going down the inside of Mabunda. And then Nudge moving himself in front of Lennon. And at the back there is young Jensen Diaz. Now down the inside goes Rovert into first place. So a proper battle there. Diaz going to send it down the inside. No, he's not going to send it down the inside. Running wide there is Varga just crossing over the chicane. Skipping that bit of the track. Leaving enough space for Diaz to gain second place. And Diaz will run Varga wide there, completely within his rights there, because he's got control of that corner. Oh, big touch there from US on Diaz, causing everybody behind him to give a little bit of a side pod shuffle there. Going sideways, drifting that cart off track is Nagura now right at the back of the pack. Diaz is showing Varga, let's work together rather than fight each other. We need to move up and catch Rovert, because Rovert is moving away. Czech Republic versus Martin Varga's team. Varga just pointing up that thumb there, saying, no, let's just work here and get up into the back of Rovert. US is having none of that. He's like, nope, I'm going to send it down the inside now. Tiisu Mabunda pouncing on that opportunity, causing Diaz to be properly taken out there, unfortunately. So that's the end of Diaz's pre-final, really. Have a quick look at what's happening behind. US is catching. Oh, going in sideways into the corner there. Mabunda is the first of the South Africans. A little bit of a surprise package there. Mabunda keeping it fairly clean, moving himself up the field. But now comes Nudge, Adam Nudge, or Big Adam as they call him. Seeing that we've got two of them in the league. Down inside goes Nudge there. Tiisu Mabunda running a little bit wide. Opening the door completely though. And moving himself up a position is Nudge there. Now just behind Tiisu Mabunda we are going to see that is Ethan Lennon moving himself into a fighting position there in his Allen cart. He's going to send it down the inside there. Lennon is going to send it down the inside of Mabunda. Whoops, and just Mabunda turning in, not even knowing that Lennon's on his inside. Lennon moving himself up a position. I'm just going to go to the front of the pack there. We've got Rovert versus Varga versus US. And Nudge just a little bit far behind. 5 laps gone, halfway through the race. The pre-final. Fairly clean so far. Just the first lap, it was a little bit of argy-bargy, but other than that, it seems like the guys are behaving, working hard to keep it clean and fair. Varga's all over the back of Rovert as it stands, but US is trying to get in on the action here. US is just going to try and bounce down the inside. Nope, he's going to let Varga do a pass there on Rovert. US moving himself up into second place now. Varga still leading the way now. Well, rather leading the way after passing Rovert. Rovert's going from first to third. US giving a little bit of a side pot nudge there on Varga, and then Rovert's moving himself up a position as well. Sideways into the corner goes Rovert and receives a little bit of a love tap from Varga. So three-way, four-way battle now. Here comes Nudge. Nudge just moves into the back of this three-way battle that was now a four-way battle. Already into third place is Nudge after coming from almost the back of the pack after lap 1. So Nudge now on the outside of US, trying to move himself up into first. So that was Varga. Nudge is now going to move into second place. Going to come down the inside of Varga. Varga's going to keep fighting this all the way through the twisties. But the inside line does belong to Nudge, and he's going to get himself into second place. Cutting the corner a lot there. Nudges down the slipstream of US. Under threat from Rovit. Oh, US, no, Nudge goes from second to fourth there. Oh, Rovit going sideways. Both carts next to him manages to get past without losing any momentum there. So there we go, Rovit moving himself 2 positions back again after a mistake into the hairpin. Varga, US, Nudge, and then right behind him is, I believe, Ethan Lennon. So first place now belongs to Nudge. So again, a swap in front, but look at Ethan Lennon quickly coming to grips with what is happening up front and how it works in KRP. Ethan Lennon now into 4th place, working his way up the field and going to have a proper go at this. Ethan Lennon was basically in last position at the start of the race. It just shows you the pace is there, be it real life, be it simulator. If you get understanding of how this works, you're going to move yourself up the field very quickly. So proper battling happening up front. US moving himself into 1st place. Now Varga's going to have a go at that. Oh, Lennon coming in hard into the corner, touching the side of Nudge, and then losing a lot of positions there because of that. Again, now Varga goes down the inside, opening the door for Nudge to go down the inside of US as well. Nudge side by side now with Varga. Nudge going to move into, nope, he's going to move back. So when you think he's going to go into 1st, he moves back into 3rd because of just how technical this track is and how you take your corners. Amazing. The guy that goes to the wider route is always going to lose the position here. Track is too wide. You're going to want to take a tighter line through the corners, it seems. Defensive line is definitely going to be your best bet here. Running wide is US there again, pushing. We've got 8 carts coming in the back here, all on the same piece of tarmac. Everybody's catching up because of the proper battling we're seeing up front. 4-way battle now. Now we've got Benedict Vida moving up into 3rd place. 2nd place. US going sideways. They're losing a position into the hairpin. Vida's now part of this battle. Alan Cart joining the fray. Look at this. 2 more laps to go. 1.5 lap rather. And we've got just about all the carts. 8 carts on the same piece of tarmac. So close to each other. It's still anybody's game for the final position or the top honors for the final race. Now Nudge and Varga moves up. That was Vida moving running a little bit wide there. Varga going defensive there, pushing or forcing Nudge to go a little bit wider and not getting the ideal line through the corners there, through the twisties. Vida is in 3rd place now with Rovit behind him, and then US, then Mapunda, then we've got Ashai Nagura and then Ethan Lennon. So it's such a proper battle here. Final lap we go. Who's going to take the victory of the pre-final? Epic battling between these guys. You can't script this. 6 carts in the fray. Now it's a 4 carts wide on the exit of the hairpin. US going down the inside of Vida there. Or Rovit running off the track there, or going into the side of Mapunda. So that'll be the end of their race for sure. Then there were only 4 for the final bit of battle here. Varga, Nudge, Vida, and then US. Anyone can still take the top slot here. Ashai Nagura is just, oh no, as we talk about that, they all go pear-shaped there. A little bit of a side pot Nudge, and off Varga goes. Nudge will take the victory. Absolutely chaotic last lap. Nudge will take the victory with Ethan Lennon keeping it clean, moving up into 2nd place. Ashai Nagura in 3rd place. Then Adam Yadam, as they call him, so Adam US. And then we've got Martin Varga, Sebastian Diaz, Benedict Vida, Rovit, Attila Rovit, Tiso Mapunda, Jason Diaz, and then David Sebok as he's been eliminated, I think, from the race, or retired from the race quite early on, so no Sebok there, unfortunately. But my, what a chaotic and epic pre-final that was. If the pre-final was anything to go by, this is going to be an epic final, guys. That was absolutely amazing racing. There was a couple incidents there, side pod nudges, guys taking each other out a little bit more than what you would like to see. But the last 2 laps, we had 8 carts in contention for the top honors. That was amazing driving. Tell us in the chat, what do you think about that? How epic was that racing? 8 carts, last lap. And then unfortunate incidents took out a whole bunch of them. But that was crazy to commentate on. My brain is absolutely fried. I don't know if I'll be able to do the pre-final, or the final rather, because that was insane. Guys are going to have another warm-up. Comment there from Ruben Carstens. Awesome racing. That was absolutely epic, Ruben. Unfortunate that you're not joining the boys. I understand you don't have your equipment with you where you are at the moment. So hopefully next week we'll see you for some racing. That was fairly good. Clean racing for the most part. It is one thing we can see is the high ping will sometimes cause unnecessary issues. But at the same time, we have seen that even with high ping, you can have close racing. It's just that half a meter space that you need to leave between you and the guy in front or next to you, just to leave enough leeway for netcode. But other than that, it was great. That was a great pre-final, fantastic pre-final to be honest. And we are just going to wait for all the protests to go. So what I'll do is we'll quickly go on mute and just change into a be right back screen, and we'll chat to you guys shortly. All right, guys, we are back into the swing of things. Let's have a quick look at what we've missed. Only one penalty handed out, and that is Shai Nagura 5th place penalty for causing a collision. So Shai will find himself basically at the back of the grid at the start of this race. And we'll just give everybody a second to swing through the grid quickly, and then we can get into the swing of the race. Super excited for that. All right, let's have a quick look at who's starting where in this final. That is Adam Nudge in 1st place. Martin Varga in 2nd, is that what I'm seeing there? And then Ethan Lennon, I think, is just behind. Let's have a quick look. When they slow down, we'll quickly see what's happening. Right, we're going to slow down here at the back of the pack now. Or the back of the track, rather. Right, so it's Nudge leading the way. Lennon in 2nd. Then US. Then we've got Martin Varga beside him. Vida and Diaz behind him. Right, we are now slowing down into the tram lines we go. Right, that's lights out and away we go. Nudge getting away well. US following suit. Lennon losing 3 positions on the start there, moving away a couple positions at the back there. Ooh, somebody ran off wide completely and went off the track. I think that was Lennon, unfortunately. Just go through the pack here quickly just to double check that. No, yes, Lennon. So Lennon wasn't the one that went all the way off the track. But he did lose a lot of positions at the start of this race, unfortunately. But I'm just going to go once again back. 15-lap final this is, guys. We are on our way. Well, technically 14-lap, considering that it was a rolling start using 1 lap. Number 93 of Tilarovic off at the back there, unfortunately. And Nagura, as well as David Shebok, is off. But we'll follow the lead now. US once again leading the way with Nudge behind him, and Martin Varga just in 3rd place, followed closely by Sebastian Diaz. And then Vida is just behind him. Ooh, US running a little bit wide, opening the door for 2 positions potentially. Diaz not going to capitalize on that. Unfortunate turn of events there by US, so Diaz is still in 4th place. Vida just behind him, and then in 6th place at the moment, Ethan Lennon, first time in kart racing, pro racing in any form of a league event. Ooh, touching the back there of Vida. Lennon now getting it all kinds of wrong, and then Mabunda just giving him a love tap, just letting him know that he's not on his own. Pick up the pace. Oh, and then Lennon drives into the back of Vida, who lost it completely on the apex. Unfortunate there from Lennon, who's just been the unfortunate recipient of so many mistakes of people in front of him. But we'll go to the front there. Varga on the outside now, going to lose the position to US. Going to try a little bit of a cutback there. Going to come down the inside of US. What a classic move there. Varga opening the door completely for the first corner to cut back and gain it back into the next corner. So fantastic stuff there by Varga. US now all over the back of Varga. Rather, Varga all over the back of Nudge there. So Varga's in the Adam sandwich as it stands. Adam Nudge in 1st, and then Adam US in 3rd. Varga doesn't want any of this. He wants to move himself up into 1st place, and he's going to do that by going down the inside of Nudge. open a door for US to follow closely there. US going on the inside of Nudge, and Nudge from first to third in the space of 2 corners. Down inside goes US. So this first place has swapped positions about 4 or 5 times in the space of 1 lap. And if I have to comment on the amount of times they swap, I'm going to lose my voice. That is absolutely amazing driving from these guys. They are going ham and tongs, leaving nothing on the track. Absolutely, well, leaving everything on the track rather. They are throwing it all out there. But they are opening a door for Sebastian Diaz to catch on to the back of them now. With Martin Varga just running away with it a little bit there. Welcome there, Tace Stevens to the chat. Glad to have you here and follow the race with us. US now moving himself up into, nope, he's going to have a battle there, but Varga's not letting that go at all. It's going to open a door for Nudge to move himself up into first place there. US is telling Varga, calm down, we can't be fighting like this. It will cause unnecessary havoc there, but Varga's having none of it. And neither is Nudge. He's moved himself up into first place now because of the fighting. So there we go. It's Hungarian first, second and third with the South African there with an older Czech Republic body kit there. Just behind him. Just having a quick scope of this. Saying, listen here, I know I'm far away from you guys, but I'm going to get myself in on the action here. And now Diaz running wide is Varga. So Diaz is going to try and send it down inside into third place. Goes Diaz. Varga's not going to let that go just yet. Sending it back down the inside there into third goes. I had a little thumbs up there from Varga saying, well, that was good racing. Thank you for that, but I'm going to take my position back and I'm going to get myself onto third place for the time being. 6 of 15 laps. Can you believe it? We're not even halfway there, and I'm starting to get just a little bit of a burn in my throat from the intensive battling happening from these guys. Amazing racing, though. And absolutely awesome to watch this as a racing enthusiast, as well as a commentator. It's fantastic to see the boys having a go at it. Shows you that sim racing is alive and well, even in the karting space. That is now Mr. David Sebok moving himself up into 5th place, having a go there with Ashai Nagura, just sending it down the inside very hard, and Netco just getting the worst of them, letting both their carts go sideways, but they managed to catch onto the cart there and continue their racing, go on their merry way there. 95 is Sebok moving himself into a possible 5th place once again down the inside of Nagura. Nagura Mabunda, Sebok, and then behind them is Benedict Vida. Oh, flipping his cart there is Mabunda, a little bit too greedy into the entry of that corner and gets themselves out of gets himself out of the race there, retires unfortunately, but there we go. Ooh, Martin Varga just giving Nudge a little bit of a nudge there. And Diaz, giving Martin Varga a little bit of a love tap. Varga's tires are going to be so dirty on the exit of the corner, on the entry of the corner rather. He's going to go wide, definitely thanks to the dirt on the kart. But well controlled there by Varga. Seasoned racer in Kart Racing Pro. Diaz moving himself up onto the potential podium position. Good racing from the guys. Let's go to the battle up front there. Nudge and USO. It's a battle of the Adams. Who's going to be the top Adam at the end of this race? That remains to be seen. We've only gone over halfway now of this race. Adam US versus Adam Nudge. Half a tenth separating these two. Not even the space of a cart between them. Side by side we go into the corner here. Into the hairpin we go. Down the inside goes Nudge. Once again running a little bit wide. Getting some dirt on his tires. Shouldn't be on there for too long there. Wide again goes Nudge, and US going to get side by side now, but the inside line is for US now to take. Thank you so much. Cut back there by Nudge. Once again, side by side into the twisties we go. Fantastic racing at Paloc Ring. Amazing racing between these Hungarian drivers on display tonight. Once again, same as last race at Genk, these boys are leaving everything on the track. Every passing opportunity that's available to them, they will throw it out there. So that's fantastic to see. exit of the last corner we go. Guys run very wide. There are 3 carts there on the slipstream there, with Sebastian Diaz just a lone wolf in 4th place at the moment. Oh, that's his 3rd to first pass there by Martin Varga. Bouncing on the opportunity there, not needing a 2nd invite at all. Varga moving himself up into 1st place. Yeah, US and Nudge having a fight at this one once again. Opens the door a little bit for Diaz, Sebastian Diaz, to come at these boys. Diaz now coming into the fray here, trying to just scope out what's happening in front of him and see if he can seize the opportunity with a little bit of a mistake from the boys up in front. But these guys have been battling proper hard all night long with little mistakes, really. Only the last lap or so there where they make a mistake, and that's when the concentration lapse kicks in after a long, hard battle. Oh, I just hear a cart ram into something in the background there. I don't know who it was, because everybody seems like it's still going. But okay, all carts still driving. It's only Mabunda out, and Jensen Diaz did not start. That's probably because it was bedtime for Jensen Diaz. He's only 8 years old, or 7 years old. So Jensen Diaz only racing the first 2 races, and unfortunately missing the last race. But once again, fantastic driving on display. Even if there's only 10 or 11 carts, still a good turnaround. But yeah, easy to just everybody just do their own thing, because there's not enough carts to fight. But we have in the previous race saw an 8-way battle on the last lap for 1st place. So the boys are really quick and consistent. That's what matters. Putting on a good show, having a proper fight with everybody. That's amazing to see. Lap 12. Varga leading the way, Nudge in 2nd place. Nope, now US is going to come down into 2nd place. And Nudge will move back to 3rd. And then Diaz still just hanging around in 4th. Not really keen to have a go at this yet. Maybe he's just sitting there waiting for the perfect opportunity. Maybe on the final lap, so that he doesn't get passed again. But the pace up front is mega fast between Varga, US and Nudge. Diaz is losing a little bit of ground here, but here comes the fight. 3-way battle now into the next corner. Oh, on the back straight, 3 wide we go. Nope, Nudge tucking in behind these two. No, Nudge using the US as his toe, moving himself up into 2nd place. Varga going back down to 3rd. Just lifting his thumb, telling Diaz to just stick with me. We can do this. Let's get going. Onto the back straight we go once again. Oh, a little bit of a love tap there from Varga, moving himself up into 2nd place now, but running wide. Oh, such tactical racing from these guys. Swapping position, lap after lap, battle after battle. Position swaps is insane. This is crazy. Nudge leading the way. Varga in 2nd. Now Sebastian Diaz is starting to get a feel for this. Diaz is going to get into the swing of things now, trying to join up, but that opens a door for Nudge to get away from these boys up in front now. So it's a 3-way battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. While we wait, just have a quick look at the back here. We've got Vida, Sebok, and who's the other one? Rovit fighting. Where's Ethan Lennon driving on his own yet the back of the pack, unfortunately. Let's just have a quick look here. Once again up front, Nudge leading the way. Varga just behind him. Lap 14 or 15. So we're on our 2nd last lap. Varga using the curb and some extra, giving the groundsman some off time, cutting the grass for him. Varga really using a lot of the track and more. Or just giving Nudge a little bit of a love tap there from behind, opening the door for US to potentially get himself up a position. Again, Sebastian Diaz is still just hanging around here, scoping out this proper battle between these 3 Hungarians up front. Oh, and then a love tap between US and Varga, and that opens a door for young Sebastian Diaz to move himself up into 2nd place potentially. Diaz going to come down the inside of Nudge there, moving himself up into 2nd place thanks to the contact between US and Varga. So there we go. Sebastian Diaz in second, now in third place. Nope, second once again. Just another love tap there from Nudge, moving himself up a position again. So I've got a feeling we're going to see a side-by-side battle all the way till the finish line. This is close. It seems like Martin Vargas kind of got everything under control, but this is the battle we want to follow. Diaz and Nudge having a go. Now the cutback there from Diaz onto the curves. They're using the track and more. Moving himself up. Nope, not moving himself up. He's going to try and go to the outside, potentially do a cutback into the last couple corners. We're on the back bit of the track now. Final sector, final couple corners to go. This is the only place where you'll be able to pass. No, he's not going to be able to do it. So that's going to be third place. So first place go to Martin Varga, pending penalty probably. Adam Nudge in second, and then Sebastian Diaz moves himself up into third place. And then Ashai Nagura, Adam Uaz, David Sebok, Benedict Vida, Ethan Lennon, nose cone missing there. And then Attila Rovit in ninth place, and then a retired driver there, Tisu Mabunda, and then Jensen Diaz out of the race, unfortunately. Or not starting the race, rather. But they're progressing nonetheless. Epic racing nonetheless, in my opinion. We'll just wait for the final results. What do you guys think of that racing? I think that was epic racing, my honest opinion. Start to finish, battling first, second, third, fourth. Some proper racing in the pre-final. We had an 8-way battle starting the final lap of the pre-final. So once again, some proper racing from all the drivers. So the only thing I want to see is the results. And the results, as it stands unofficially, Martin Varga in first place. Martin Varga in first place, Adam Nudge in second, Sebastian Diaz third, Ashai Nagura, so two South Africans mixing it up with the Hungarians. Ashai in fourth, Adam Uaz in fifth, then David Sebok in sixth, Benedict Vida seventh, Ethan Lennon eighth. Ethan did his first online karting league race tonight. So good debut, I believe. Couple bit of, or some scuffles that he was a part of, but overall his racing was quick. So fantastic, and welcome Ethan Lennon into the virtual karting space. Then in ninth place, Attila Rovit. In 10th, Tisu Mabunda retired on lap 6, unfortunately. And Jensen Diaz didn't do the final. A little bit too late for the 8-year-old or the 7-year-old. I think he's 8. But yeah, a little bit too late for the youngster to continue into the final. But overall, well done to the guys. That was some good racing. I'm super proud of that. And Ruben Carstens is saying awesome work on the track there, Adam Uaz. Yeah, I agree. Good looking track, Adam, who's fairly new into the modding space. So yeah, fantastic to see. Well done. And guys, I think we're not going to wait for all the penalties to be reviewed before we do any interviews. So I'm going to call it a night here. I would like to thank you guys for joining next week's same time, more or less, I believe. I'll just confirm that. But next week, either Monday or Tuesday, we will be racing at another OKL track, which is Kecskemét, Hungarian track that was released by our guys here. Hard work was put into that track, and it looks amazing. Let me tell you guys, get involved with that. Next week, we'll see some epic racing on another Hungarian track with the Hungarian League, Online Karting League Hungary. We will see you then. From my side, thank you for tuning in. This was fantastic to commentate for you guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. The racing was fantastic. I really did enjoy that. So we will see you guys next week for another fantastic race from this one-off series by Online Karting League Hungary. Right, guys, if you didn't know this, also get involved with the Virtual World Finals. You can check out our Facebook or the Discord for the link to that, to the World Final Discord. It's free to enter. It will be raced at Formula K in South Africa. Top 48 guys get OKL laser scan body kits. There'll be a production. There'll be a couple podcasts leading up to the event. That's going to be epic. We'll see you guys next week for the Hungarian race, and then a couple weeks after that for the World Final. We will chat to you guys soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.